What's up, y'all? This is your boy Jackson. Welcome back to the Drop That Podcast, where we are going to finally get into this episode on wrestling talk, which would be Cody Rhodes' decision for WrestleMania and the fallout of Monday Night Raw and SmackDown. As you can see on Monday Night Raw, Seth freaking Rollins wasted no time and went after Cody Rhodes to force him to make a decision to defend the to challenge him for the World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania 40 going down in Philly. Since we have no real possible CM Punk of opponent since he's injured. So now we got to shift the gears. Apparently it's a little, don't get me wrong, that promo that Seth freaking Rollins, he stated a lot of facts in there, a lot of good points regarding the undisputed WWE Universal Championship, and gotta say, it's a very deep argument, and he had Cody Rhodes flabbergasted about it. You know what I mean? Are you gonna want the title that comes with a lot of politics? Or do you want the workhorse World Heavyweight Championship? I mean, without the title, Cody Rhodes is already a workhorse. He has the most matches in 2023 and the whole roster of WWE. Over 100 matches, just put it that way. But it's interesting, and Cody cannot make the decision yet until he goes to SmackDown. And during the course of the last 3 days of waiting for SmackDown, waiting for Cody Rhodes to get in face-to-face with undisputed WWE Universal Champion Roman Reigns, Seth freaking Rollins just kept putting out promo videos about what kind of champions do you want to be. He mentioned, do you want to be a champion like the Hulk Hogan title, or do you want it to be like the workhorse Ric Flair title? Which is I don't know, it's a little misleading because a lot of superstars had both titles. Hulk Hogan, he had both versions of that title. The WWE Championship and the World Heavyweight Championship. You had Triple H, you had John Cena, you had the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels, Bret the Hitman Hart, Randy Orton, The Undertaker, Edge, the list goes fucking on. A lot of people had both belts, and they were both represented the same type of way. But let's get into SmackDown. Don't get me wrong, I mean, without shadow of a doubt, WWE is killing AEW with these promos. You just had a iconic promo with the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, and Seth freaking Rollins about maybe a potential fourth match going into WrestleMania for them two. And now SmackDown, we finally get, again, after months since their last face-off, and then almost a year since their last match at WrestleMania 39, we get Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns face-to-face to make a decision, And, Roman had some interesting points, too. No matter how many times Seth Rollins defends that World Heavyweight Championship, they're always going to look at the undisputed WWE Universal Championship as the number one belt. Number one, and Seth Rollins' title is number two. I mean, to lead with that point, yeah, it's kind of correct. So what does Cody do? And then Cody, he says he wants that WWE Championship. It was the same belt that was placed in his father's hands, that was taken away from him at Madison Square Garden, and he wants to take that title from Roman, just not at WrestleMania. And he said he had a little special counsel from someone who knows Roman very well, And what do you know? The return of The Rock. We did not need a promo. We did not need any words. We got a face-to-face encounter. Everything has been photoshopped for the last 3 years with The Rock and Roman Reigns. This was not. This was in Birmingham, Alabama, and they finally got face-to-face. It's all over the internet, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, doesn't matter. Or X, sorry. Yeah, this is iconic. And, you know, I think the fans are in the heat of the moment because they finally got that face-to-face between Roman and The Rock that they've been photoshopping and dying for to finally get. You know, it was supposed to be the match, the main event of night 2 at WrestleMania 39. It didn't happen. It was, you know, because of the pandemic, it shifted everything, so we never got to get it. You know, I mean, everybody wants Cody Rhodes to finish the story at WrestleMania. He already had a WrestleMania moment. Check. He already main evented WrestleMania. Check. He's won a match at WrestleMania. Check. He's gotten what he needed at WrestleMania, and he's a 2-time Royal Rumble winner. 4th man to go back-to-back, 2023 and 2024. 4th man, behind Hulk Hogan, Shawn Michaels, and Stone Cold Steve Austin. Cody is marking down things that he's never accomplished. Now, does he need to win the undisputed WWE Universal Championship at WrestleMania? No. I mean, in my mind, you know, some people want that to be at SummerSlam or WrestleMania or anything that's regarding a stadium. That's a stadium level match. We already saw it last year. It was stadium level. It was at SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles, California, technically Inglewood, California, and it was great. But if we're finishing the story, I mean, personally, I see Cody Rhodes finishing that story, finally winning the WWE Undisputed Universal Championship, the top belt. I see him doing it at Madison Square Garden. You would want to finish that story that the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, his father, started. He thought he won that title, but you do not win the World Championship or any championship due to a disqualification. And I feel like that's what they're saving it for. It's not needed at WrestleMania. It's a high caliber match, but we already got that. It's just not going to hit. And that belt doesn't really see the light of day of being defended on Raw or SmackDown ever. This should be it. And when they're going to go to Madison Square Garden this year is yet to be seen. But that leaves the question. That leaves 2 questions now. Because Cody he stated he is going to take that belt, but he's not going to do it at WrestleMania. What does that mean? Does he make that leaves 2 questions. One, that means you're challenging Seth freaking Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania? Possible. But then that leaves a second question. We have the Elimination Chamber going down in Perth, West Australia. Elimination Chamber for men and women. We already got a contender for the women's WWE Championship. We don't have a challenger for the World Heavyweight title yet. And the Elimination Chamber, Seth freaking Rollins is not going to wrestle in that match. We already are getting Roman versus The Rock probably at WrestleMania. Now what? Cody gets a guaranteed title shot because of the Royal Rumble matchup, and he won. But then you add the Elimination Chamber. What title shot are they getting? And who's going to be in that match? And what does the winner get? I don't know. A lot of questions, but an iconic moment that we got at SmackDown and Raw. This is a killer week for WWE. But that's our episode. I'm your boy Jax. This is the Drop That Podcast. You can find us on youtube.com/@DropThatPodcast. Hit that subscribe button. Stop being a bitch and fucking hit that subscribe button. You know, join in. Talk your shit. Comment. Let's debate. And you can find us on X, formerly known as Twitter, at x.com/DropThatPod_13. I'm your boy Jax. We out.